Cancer, this is Nightbird Tarot. I'm here to do your daily message for December 28th, 2025, or when you find this reading is when you're meant to receive the message. So we're going to be taking a look at what the T is for the day, and then we will pull some tarot cards, and then I'll finish up your reading with a message of Cosmic Oracle card. I hope that you're all doing well. Let's call in spirit. Okay, Cancer, let's see what the T is for the day. I hope you all had a nice holiday. Again, when you find this message is when you're meant to receive it. It'll be a general message for all placements of Cancer. Angels, guides, ancestors, most important message for the sign of Cancer, please. We have crying over you, sad, hurt, upset, etc. One more, please, Spirit, for Cancer. We have haunted memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. Okay, something is reminding you of something that has happened to you in the past. I feel like you may be the one that's crying, though, Cancer. Or there's somebody within your energy that is upset. Somebody is upset about some type of memory. This could be an anniversary of a death, I'm hearing from Spirit. We're going to dive a little deeper in, but there's some type of flashback, trauma, side effects. You're haunted by this, which leaves you hurt, upset, sad, etc. This could also be somebody in your energy, somebody that's crying over you. Let's see what the cards have to say. But yeah, it feels like there's some type of memory, a flashback, going through some type of trauma in your life, or there's a side effect by something that has happened to you in the past. Let's see what the tarot have to say. For those of you that this resonates with, I feel like there could be an anniversary of a death. Angels, guides, ancestors, most important message for the sign of Cancer. For my viewers that are viewing this reading at this time. Back of the deck for what you don't see. We have the Six of Swords here. There's some emotional baggage that's going on. There's unresolved issues with the Six of Swords here. There's unresolved issues from somebody, perhaps from your past, where you had trauma. There are some side effects, or somebody you have memories with. For some of you, this could be a family member who could be crying over you. They're very sad, hurt, upset, etc. from some type of trauma that they went through in their life. There's unresolved issues. I feel like this could be a child of yours. Doesn't have to be. Or a family member. It feels like a family member who is crying over you because they feel sad, hurt, upset. Don't mind the noise. That's my dog in the background. Because of memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects that they might have went through with you. Or vice versa. So take it as it resonates here. There is lingering resentment with the Five of Swords here. Something has not resolved. I feel like this is in a family dynamic. Because of this unsettled issue where there's lingering resentment, they are they are or you are removing yourself away from the situation. You're hermiting yourself in solitude. Kind of going inward thinking about this. You could be crying over them, they could be crying over you, but there's something that there's unresolved issues with somebody you have memories with, somebody that may have gone through some type of trauma with you. With the Queen of Pentacles here, this is a motherly figure. This could be you, or this could be you and your mother. A motherly figure here. With this card, this is a card about protection. I feel like you're protecting your energy. It feels like it's family-oriented, Cancer. It's like you're removing yourself from this. You could be the mother, we'll go back and clarify, or that you could be dealing with somebody you had trauma with that could be your mother. Doesn't have to be. But there's a protective mode here. And then we have the Moon card here. There is fear here. I also feel like somebody may have been deceiving you, which caused the trauma. You feel hurt, sad, upset, or they could, because of fear of confronting you for the way that you have upset them. Let's go back and clarify. Please clarify the Five of Swords, please. Please clarify the Five of Swords, Spirit. So we have the Fool card and we have the Page of Cups here in the reverse positions. So I feel like there's lingering resentment because of there was some type of chaos that went on. Somebody was emotionally immature, or you could have been disappointed by this person. They could have been disappointed by you. They felt very insecure in the relationship. There was some chaos that was going on. There was a lack of accountability as well, as what I'm hearing from Spirit. Please clarify the Hermit card. This is definitely somebody you had memories with. You're having flashbacks, or they're having flashbacks about the trauma that you went through with this person. It feels like it could be family, but it doesn't have to be. Too many. Please clarify the Hermit, Spirit. So we have the Sun card here. So you're in solitude, contemplating on what to do next. And by doing this, you're becoming enlightened. I feel like your solitude is almost, you're having like a spiritual awakening, or you're having like, it's helping you to bring in the new beginning. Because you removed yourself away from the situation, or they removed themselves away from you, this is actually helping matters because we have the Sun card. It's a blessing in disguise that you are separating yourself from this trauma or the side effects from this relationship, which led to hurt, pain, sadness, etc. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you could be the mother figure, or you could be dealing with a motherly figure. You could be protecting yourself from this person. And with the Strength card in the reverse position, you're protecting yourself because you feel like you're weak in the situation. You're protecting your heart. You're protecting your pain. You're protecting yourself from this situation because of the pain and suffering you may have gone through, the hurt, sadness that you may have caused. You may be protecting yourself because you feel weak when it comes to this individual. Please clarify the Moon card. Feels like a family dynamic. Again, it doesn't have to be. You could be just protecting your children as well, as what I'm hearing from Spirit, from this individual, where there's been trauma or something like that. Yeah. So the Three of Swords in the reverse position fell on the floor for what the deception is the broken heart. Somebody broke your heart. There's a fear here that there'll be no forgiveness. There's a fear here that you've moved on. There's a fear that, with the Three of Swords being reversed here, you're definitely recovering from this situation. But there is still some type of flashbacks that you have from this trauma. Or somebody that you went through this trauma with is having flashbacks of hurt, pain, etc. from the trauma that they may have gone through with you. This could be your child as well, and you're being strong through this to protect your child so that they can recover and move on. What is the advice here, please, Spirit? So take it as it resonates here. What is the advice? What is the advice for Cancer, please, Spirit? So with the Six of Wands in the reverse position, I basically think Spirit is saying have pride. Have pride in yourself from walking away, recovering from the situation, the trauma that you've gone through. It's time to recover from this. You're having flashbacks or memories from the trauma that you may have gone through, or somebody around you in your energy is having these flashbacks. They're feeling sadness, hurt, upset, etc. What needs to be said here is that they need to feel proud of themselves for recovering through this. Having recognition for the hurt and pain that they might have gone through. What advice more do you have, please, Spirit, for the sign of Cancer? What advice in this situation? Okay, so we have more than one. Okay, so we have the World card. Yeah, it's time to block this and move on from it. This is an ending here. There's a lot of destruction that happened in this situation, a lot of trauma. So I'm not sure, Cancer, if this is something that you're feeling, or somebody in your environment is crying over you about the trauma that has been affecting you, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. You went through some tremendous trauma, Cancer, and there are people around you that love you, that cry for you. Because they know you have memories of this. You're haunted by the flashbacks of the trauma that you've gone through. I feel like there are people around you. It could be your children that are crying for you because they know the pain and suffering that you've gone through. There could be somebody that's coming back around. That could be, you know, where the side effects are coming in for this trauma. There could be some chaos or problems coming in. But this is a completion of a cycle here. Something has ended. And because something has ended, you need to be proud of yourself from walking away from this situation. Again, this is a year of 9, so there's a lot of endings that are happening here. We're moving into a year of 1, so we're leaving behind what no longer serves us. And you could be still having these flashbacks of the trauma that you've gone through in ending this situation. I feel like there are others that are crying for you from the trauma that you've felt as well. In the shadow, for what you don't see, we do have the King of Swords here. So you know the truth, basically. You know the truth of the situation. You're now capable of seeing things from all perspectives. You're using your head over your heart. This could have been a broken marriage, a broken relationship, something like that, where there was trauma involved. I feel like there's people around you that cry for you because you're still traumatized by the memories. You're having flashbacks, side effects, etc. But this has ended. And you should feel pride in taking steps in order to remove yourself from this situation. There was a lot of disappointments in this situation. Somebody was very emotionally immature. Let's pull a message of Cosmic to finish off your reading, Cancer. Again, take what resonates here. Message of Cosmic for the sign of Cancer, please, Spirit. Message of Cosmic for Cancer, please. So it says, live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. It feels like you're still haunted by memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects that you've gone through. What Spirit is saying here is to live your life with both feet in. Commit to fully being here instead of looking at the past. You've moved on. You should feel proud of yourself for moving forward and putting an end to the situation where there was manipulative energy, there was chaos, there was somebody that was emotionally immature, somebody that disappointed you over and over again. You've had to recover and forgive and move on from this individual. You could still be haunted by the trauma and crying or upset about it. But you really need to live with both feet in, commit to fully being in the present, because now the past is the past. Memories are memories. The flashbacks cannot hurt you anymore. It's time for you to use your head over your heart. Have discipline, know the truth of the matter. You're coming through a spiritual awakening right now. You're escaping something that had emotional baggage tied to it. There are still unresolved issues, it feels like, within you, and why you're still having these flashbacks of trauma. Perhaps you need to seek some counseling or something like that. I'm not a medical provider. But do the work. Whatever it is, you should feel proud of yourself here. It's time for you to step into the sun. A new day is here. It's the beginning of something new. There are blessings that come with this ending. So I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Love to hear from you in the comments section how this resonates. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Please be kind and compassionate to one another. Namaste.